Hey guys, it's me again. I just wanted to bring you guys another video. Alright, so for today, I wanted to do a demonstration of fingerprinting. Alright, so for this, all you need is a pencil, some Scotch tape or packing tape, any clear tape, and a piece of paper. Okay? Now, I've already kind of prepared one for myself. I'm going to put my fingerprints in these boxes. Alright? But all you've got to do is you take your pencil and you just kind of scribble, make a nice big box like that. Yeah? Okay. Then take your finger, well, I'm going to start with my right hand. Okay. Pointer finger, and you rub it on where you drew the pencil. Okay. See, that's all gray? You take your tape, make sure you don't touch the middle, and you're going to put it on where that pencil stuff is, and you're going to smooth it down. Alright, and carefully peel it off and put it on your paper. See? Alright, and you can do that with the rest, and you can redo the pencil anytime you need to. It's not coming up enough on your finger. Okay. Put that on the paper. Alright. You do this for all 10 fingers. Make sure you label it, right hand, left hand, which finger it is. You put your name on it. Have our own little crime-solving kit here. Now, this actually will help fulfill at least one of the adventures. Or I think it's the Weeblos have a fingerprinting adventure as one of their electives. But it's also just fun to do. Just make sure when you're done you wash your hands really, really well, because you're going to have graphite all over your fingers. Messed up on that one a little bit. Whoops. Alright, so there's my right hand. I'm going to do my left hand a little later after I've washed this one. Alright, but what you can do now is you can look at the shape of your fingerprints. There's three basic shapes. There's loops, whorls, and arches. Alright, so this one is a loop, my thumb. My pointer finger here, my index finger, has an arch. See how it kind of looks like a hill? And then my middle finger here is a whorl. See how it kind of swirls around, right? So it's kind of fun to look at and see what kind of fingerprints you have, yeah? Alright, so like previous weeks, I've got some links down in the comment section. Today's links are to do with bubbles. Might be fun to go outside on your porch, your balcony, backyard, whatever you've got, and blow some bubbles. The links that I have here are describing how to make bubble solution if you don't already have some, and then make a really big bubble maker out of straws, and also to make snake bubble makers out of old plastic water bottles and sponges. So they're pretty cool, pretty fun. I hope you enjoy them. Alright, joke time. What did the science book say to the math book? Wow, you've got a lot of problems. What do you call a robot that takes the long way around? R2-D2. What gets wetter the more it dries? A towel. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Alright, so if you have a joke you want to share, you can have mom or dad email it to me, or take a video of you telling the joke and email me the video, and I'll include it in next week's weekly video, okay? Pretty cool. I want to talk about how to be obedient and thrifty during quarantine. Alright, so obedience, that can be hard, right? What does it mean to be obedient? It means we do what we're told. So, who do we have to obey right now? Mom and dad, adults in your house, whoever they are. The government, school, got a lot of people telling us a lot of things, and it's all stay home, stay home, stay home, right? Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Make sure you're staying safe, right? And the thing is, one thing I always tell my children is, I don't tell you things to be mean. I tell you things to keep you safe or make you happy. All the rules that we have in our house are to keep each other safe or to keep each other happy. And that is no different than what you're experiencing right now with all the quarantine regulations, you know? The reason you're not allowed to leave your house is to keep you safe, to keep you healthy. I would not wish on anybody my experience that I've gone through being sick these last couple weeks. I'm still not feeling great. That's why this video is late. I'm sorry. But it's really, really, really impressed upon me the importance of being obedient, listening and following directions. That even though I did everything I was supposed to, I got sick, you know? And that's the thing. It's not a guarantee, but it definitely helps a lot. If no one in your house has to leave, that's a big, big positive in the grand scheme of things, making sure you're not gonna get sick. Alright, and what about thrifty? Thrifty, what does that mean? It means making use of the things you had, right? There's a saying that I grew up hearing, and I don't know how many of you have heard it, but it said, use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. And that means you don't need to buy something new every time you do something. Reuse stuff, recycle it, make it last, you know? Treat your things well. Make sure that you can use it for more than one time if possible. You know, some things are not meant for more than one use, and that's fine. But many things can be reused. So one of the things that we're being tested on right now is our thriftiness, you know? There's a lot of things in the grocery stores that are sold out, and people are buying up. As soon as they see it, they buy as many as they can. Things like paper towels and toilet paper and cleaning products. Some of the strangest things are being sold out. The other day I couldn't find Drano. You know, 2-3 weeks ago I had a clog in my kitchen sink, and I went and I couldn't find Drano. I was like, really? It's kind of crazy out there right now. And so people are not being thrifty. They're trying to prepare themselves, which is good, but they're not doing it in necessarily the smartest ways. And so one of the things we can do is try to be thrifty. Make sure that we're using the things that we have in our homes well, that we're not wasting, that we are making things last as much as possible while still doing what we need to do, right? So it's a balancing act, right? Alright, so the other thing I want to talk to you about is we are still allowed to go outside the house to get some exercise, yeah? And I'm sure sitting in your backyard is fun, playing outside is great, but maybe you want to go for a walk or a bike ride, right? So I wanted to talk about bike safety rules. Alright, so what are some things we need to know about bike safety? First, you need to always wear your helmet. Always, always, always. Never an exception to this. Always wear a helmet. I also highly recommend always wearing sneakers. No bare feet or flip-flops or sandals or anything like that. It protects your feet. When I was a kid, one time I wore sandals when I was riding my bike, and I scraped my foot up really bad, and I don't recommend it to anybody. It wasn't fun. All right, always watch for traffic. That means cars, yes, but also other bikes, people who are walking or running. It's especially important right now with social distancing. You want to make sure that you stay far enough away from other people to keep them safe from germs, but also from your bike. Yeah, you don't want to run anybody over. That would hurt. All right, obey the rules your parents set regarding crossing the street, knowing where you're allowed to ride, and knowing when you're allowed to ride, right? When I grew up, the rules were as long as I could see my house and I didn't cross the street, it was fine. And as long as it was light enough that the street lights weren't on, it was fine. That may not be the case for you. Things are different now. Maybe you're going for a family bike ride, and the rule is you should always be able to see mom and dad, or stop at the corner, or whatever the rule is that they set, you want to make sure you follow that. You want to make sure if you are allowed to cross the street, do it safely. Make sure you look both ways. Make sure there's no cars coming. Make sure that you're crossing at a corner, not in the middle of the block, okay? These are all really important things to do. And then finally, make sure an adult knows what you're doing, where you're at. You know, you don't want to just be like, oh, we're outside, it's fun, I want to go ride my bike, let's go! Well, that's great, but make sure an adult in your house, knows what you're doing and where you're going. Because maybe they want to come with you, or maybe they just want to be able to keep track of you and say, hey, it's time for lunch, come on in. Yeah? So make sure that you communicate that, okay? All right. I want to encourage you guys to keep doing all the good things you're doing, all right? Stay strong. I know it's hard. Do what you're being told. Listen to your teachers, your parents, all the rules that have been put in place to keep us safe during quarantine, okay? All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.